I think it's a kind of a subtle problem. We are also trying to see, how far away, this censorship, strategy will go, and how in depth they will do that. Because the worst thing is China cut off the whole internet and make it itself into an intranet. We don't want to see these days coming. So we try to persuade those authorities that it will hurt the whole country's development in the future and the economy eventually. And I think people are trying to build up a DMZ area that don't touch to each other. But the recent move from the authority, I think they violate the consensus between each other.
A number of words are blocked in China. And here are some new words are now blocked in China, translated in English. Empty chair, signifying the Chinese dissident Liu Xiaobo. Sex, protests, jasmine, as the recent failed Jasmine Revolution, Jasmine protests, the human rights lawyer Teng Biao, as well as American political figures, John Huntsman and Hillary Clinton. With so many words blocked on the internet in China, how do you go about surfing the internet, sending email? How do you do it?
Yeah, we can do a lot of things, with such kind of tough environment because people found many creative ways to do that. If they cannot talk about jasmine, they can talk about the tea of jasmine in some ways, It's a kind of creativity that the people, they found their niches, to try to bypass the censorship system. But I think the problem to the whole, country is that if we censor more and more keywords, we will stop the country from more innovations.
Now, let's bring up a number of websites, a number of Western websites, for example, Google, Facebook, and Twitter. They're blocked in China. Here's your Twitter page right here. I guess you go through the VPN, you can access it. But there are Chinese equivalents. You have Kaixin Wang, you have Sina Weibo, you have Baidu. So because China has these equivalents, does that somehow lessen the pressure on the government to say, hey, we want our Google back?
I think people are trying to be accustomed to the local services like Baidu and Kaixin, Xinlang Weibo. They are trying to find their own existence on those kind of services. And Baidu is now the top third international company around the world already, and people are gathering there. However, they try to use these kind of services to outspeak as well. And the censorship there, although very, very easy to be deployed by the government, they can just like Google 2 years ago, get the phone call from the officials and try to remove some keywords. So these kind of things happen every day to Chinese services.
Do you feel that the official censors are catching up, that they're becoming just as smart as the smart netizens in China who know how to circumvent the firewall?
I think the government win the recent battle already. Many people outcried for the interference of Gmail, VPN, and the circumvention tools. But from the long run, I believe the war will be won by the netizen.